Here she is. I'm going to take her in, and the first thing I'm going to do is give her a little warm bath. Here's a tub I have for her, and you can't see it, but there's water in there, and it's warm to the touch. Not hot, not cold, warm to the touch. And I'm going to put the little girl in the water. She doesn't really object. That's not her favorite place probably, but she doesn't really object to anything. And I can fool with her a little bit and she'll move around. She's not scared. I throw a little water on her. That's not a problem. One thing it does, whoops, I'm sorry, that was my fault there. I hit her in the nose. That wasn't too smart. Anyway, I throw a little water on her, and what she'll do, she'll drink a little water in there, help her be hydrated, and the warm bath kind of does something to her. And I can't tell you exactly what, but evidently the warming up of it helps her with what I'm going to go through on the next step. She's still here. This is my favorite room, which is my office. As you can see, telephone on the wall, toilet paper, crapper. In other words, this is the John. This is where I do the geckos, because I've got a seat. That's my operating seat, for more than one reason. Anyway, back to the gecko. Well, I got a worm here and I got a gecko there. Okay, I'm going to kind of switch this around a little bit in the tongs, because I've done it a few times. It's not an easy job, but it is manageable and can be done. I'm going to try to force feed the worm into the gecko's mouth. You want to hold the gecko, let her get comfortable, but have her in a tipped position so her head is up, and she doesn't like what I'm going to do. It irritates her a little bit, but I'm just going to gently tap on the side of her mouth. Just gently tap. It doesn't hurt her, but you see how she's wanting to open her mouth. I hope the camera's getting it. But she's opening her mouth, and then I put the worm in. Like that. I hope the camera got it, because she just accepted number 1. Now I'm going to try to do 3 worms like that. I don't want her to get to where she wants me to feed her every night. I just want her to get back her appetite, so that she'll eat on her own. But I will try to work 3 worms in her. Now, that little procedure, just to give credit where it belongs, that little procedure was given to me by your big guy in the reptile business, Ron Tremper. So I owe that little bit of experience to Ron, who I had, the first gecko I had that wouldn't eat for 8 months. And he told me the tip of how to get force feed worms into your gecko. Now, the reason I use mealworms is for a reason. They are firm, more firm than something that the gecko might prefer, like a waxworm. And they are easier to get into the gecko's mouth. I'm going to try one more and see what she has to say about it. There's the worm. There's the gecko. I hope you can see her. Just tap, tap, tap and see what she does. You want her in a sort of an upright position, because it makes the worm go down a little better. She may not be too willing since she's got the first worm in her already. She knows what's going on, but see, can you see her mouth? There, you should have got a look at that one. Look, I'm going to do it some more just to give it a shot on the camera. See how she's opening it? Open it a little bit more until I get that baby in there. Okay? Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now, let me tell you, it's not always that easy. These 2 have been real easy. This is the 3rd night in a row that I have force-fed worms to her. So it's not like she doesn't. She'd like to get my finger too if she would. See? It's not hurting her. It's just irritating to her. That's all. She doesn't like to be rubbed on the mouth like that. I hope these pictures are all coming out because I don't have anybody taking them. But just to make her open for the camera. Come on, open up wide for the camera and show them without grabbing my finger now. Without grabbing my finger.